Hello, welcome to this week's edition of Monday Messages. So, how was your week? How'd you do? How was it? Time flies when you're in a pandemic, right? Anyway, it was an interesting week for me. It was my the week before my 51st birthday. Yesterday I turned 51. And in the middle of the week, maybe about Wednesday, it started hitting me that I was going to be having a pandemic birthday and that really there wasn't going to be much to it. Originally, I thought, oh, we'll go to Asheville, we'll go out, we'll do things, we'll eat, we'll la la la. Like it was any normal birthday, like I always do every year. Go see my parents, we'll go to Asheville, blah, blah, blah. As the week started getting on, I started thinking about it. I was like, you know what? It's just not. Numbers are ticking up here in North Carolina, especially in the area that I live in. And God forbid one of us has the coronavirus and we go to my parents and I give it to them. I would never be able to live with myself. So I decided, you know what? It's too risky. It's just, this is not the year to go to Asheville and celebrate my birthday. We wouldn't be able to do much anyway. So I made the decision. We're just going to stay home. On Wednesday, I made that decision. And, oh, well, there it is. That was a sign. It was a sign. I made the right decision. Made the decision that I was going to stay home. And I got depressed. Immediately, I went into self-pity mode. And this birthday's going to suck. It's in the middle of a pandemic, blah, blah, blah. Woe is me. And I started thinking about it. And it's like, you know what? You have a right to feel sad because it is going to suck. Your birthday's just going to suck this year. It's just the way it is. And it's okay to mourn that and feel sad about that. But then you can move on. Then you have to move on. And there's so much more to be grateful for than there is to feel bad about. And so I had to turn it around into a message of gratitude. Gratitude that I'm able to actually make it to 51 years. I think about it. When in my younger days, when I was swimming in my alcoholism, I remember thinking to myself, well, Kelly, you really, probably if you're lucky, you might make it to 23, but I think that's about all you're going to get because this is the road you've chosen and it's not looking too bright. And I kind of had come to that idea. And when I turned 23, I was like, whoa, I can't believe I made it to 23. I need to make it to 28. That was my next goal. And I made it to 28 and I couldn't believe I made it to 28. And then 28 is when I made the change in my life. And I decided to stop living the way I was living and to accept that, what I was doing wasn't working and I needed to make a big, 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 big change. And that's when I started down my path of sobriety, which has changed my life forever. And by God's grace, I was able to make it 51 years to my birthday yesterday. So that in itself is just such a miracle and such a blessing. And I got to remember that. And I also got to remember, what I wanted most when I was out there. I was always looking. I wanted to have a family. I wanted to get married. I wanted to have a little boy. I wanted to have a dog. Well, guess what? Oh, and I wanted to have a house at the end of a cul-de-sac. Guess what? Check, 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 check. God answered all of those prayers. I had them all. That was God's gift to me. And I remember sitting outside writing in my journal yesterday. It's my journal hand. This is the curse of a lefty. Every time you write, you get the pen marks. But anyway, the journal helps me every morning kind of empty out the negativity and get in the right frame of mind and get out of here into here and give it over to God and get with God for the day. And it's a great way to start the day. So I felt a tremendous gratitude yesterday, the kind of gratitude that makes your eyes well up and you want to cry. That was my gift yesterday from God, that I was given this amazing life that I never deserved or thought I would ever get. He gave it to me. My prayers have been answered. And I'm thinking about too, like, as we go through this pandemic, getting through each day a life on life's terms. How are you doing with that? For me, it's been really important that I get like a schedule going to pretend to pretend to be productive. Actually, I've been very productive. It's interesting. Before this all happened, I really said I was praying. I was like, God, if there's just a way I could have more time to just sit and truly focus on my new career path of becoming a keynote speaker, that would be awesome. And my son was dealing with some bullying episodes that I was actually looking into possibly homeschooling him to remove him from the situation. And I prayed and prayed and prayed about it. And March 16th, I got a call saying, yeah, don't come back to the Y for a while now. And that was like, wow, oh my God. My prayers actually have been answered. I have all this free time now to sit and take care of my speaking career. And I've been collecting unemployment, which has also been a gift from God because I've been getting paid more than I was getting paid at the Y to do this. Not that I wouldn't go back to the Y, but it's just nice that, how it kind of worked out in my favor for that way. So God answered my prayers, and Liam ended up going into homeschool, and the bullying situation alleviated itself, and he was able to finish 7th grade, and not the way we thought. So my prayers once again were answered, not the way I thought they would be answered. I guess next time I pray for that, I need to put, and if you could not let it be a pandemic, that'd be great. So, anyways, so I've been like every morning. I got my routine on Monday through Friday. It's my work week, and I'm working on my speaking career, writing a book, and all the things that I've wanted to do but just never committed to doing. So that's happening. Are you putting something aside that you've been wanting to do that you just never thought you could do or didn't have the time to do? Well, guess what? You got the time now. Get out, do it. Well, don't get out. Actually, stay in and do it, or get outside and do it, but social distance. Be safe. Yeah, get out there, do what you got to do. Now's the time. There's hidden blessings in this whole thing if you look for them. And my son is actually learning a new skill. He's taken up the cards, and I noticed that he was really fond of a deck of cards. And first I was very concerned that there might be a gambling problem going on, but it turns out he's learning magic tricks, and he's learning how to be a magician. He's learning a new skill. So by the time the pandemic's over, he should be a great magician. But I'm actually having a lot of fun with him because as he's learning these tricks, it's some of these tricks he's actually doing really well with. But some of them are like, all right, get ready, here we go. And nothing happens, like the trick fails. But we've learned to laugh at it. We get a laugh at it. It's like, yeah, that didn't work out so well. And he moves on. He laughs and he moves on for the most part. There was a trick yesterday that didn't work out so well. It turned into a debacle. But that's a whole other thing. Anyway, but he's learning a new skill of magic, which is cool. I like that he's getting to do that. That'll help him come out of his shell too. He is a little shy, unlike his mother and father, definitely, who don't appear to be shy, I think. But he's definitely very introverted and shy, and so that's will help to pull him out of his shell a little bit. So that's good. So anyway, hidden blessings all over the place, and we'll see what this week holds. Who knows where we're going to go this week, what we're going to do, what's going to happen. I mean, who could have predicted we'd be sitting here in the middle of June in a pandemic? I would love to get out and go to the theme parks, go to the pool, go on my vacation. We were going to go on a river cruise, but it's just not the way it is this year. It's life on life's terms. And I got to remember, it's not forever. Remember that it's not forever. It's just for today. Right now, this is where we are. It won't be like this forever. And just get through, get safe, be safe today, be with God, and you're going to be fine. So anyway, I think I've spoken too much. So I hope you have a wonderful week, and I will see you next week. on Monday Messages. Bye.